It is that time again. Yes, it is. It is time for another episode of I Lost. Welcome, guys, to episode 3 of I Lost, the series in which I do well, or particularly well enough, I think, to warrant a win, but unfortunately I lose due to my incompetent teammates. Now, I don't want to call them incompetent in this one because I do have some guys that I'm playing with that are really good friends of mine on my team here. Eaterloke, shout out to you. That's my boy. And Dr. Cube. Unfortunately, we weren't able to pull in the win on this map due to someone on our team, I think, going 5-22 or 8-22 or something like that. You know, two guys do really, really bad. If you get someone on your team that's dropping 5 and 20s, you're probably going to lose the game, which happens more often than not in Advanced Warfare, as we all know, especially if you're a player that goes out there and likes to carry a team. You'll do well, and then you'll lose the game because of the chosen few that are on your team that just, hey, man, I don't know what's going on with those people. But anyway, you guys probably also noticed, too, it is on the Sideshow map. My last episode was on Sideshow. This episode's on Sideshow. This is my favorite map of the Havoc DLC. It really is. I love this map, and I'm going to go into the Havoc DLC and the review that I first initially did for the Havoc DLC. I'm going to go into all that in a second. That's what my commentary is going to be about today in this I Lost episode. But I don't know what it is about this map, man. I love this map. I know how to run it. I always enjoy playing it. I'm really excited when I get to play it. But it is the map that I have lost most of my games on when I've done really well. I mean, I've gone 30-5 on this map and lost, you know, everything that you can think of. Most of the comeback losses, I should say, not comeback wins, because it's, you know, I'll be up. You go see in the score of this game here, I'm up, and the teams just find a way to come back and kill the people that are just really not good on my team. I guess they just keep running out there. I don't know what it is. This map is my favorite, but I'm also cursed with it. So that's the deal. So it's going to be Sideshow, and if I'm not mistaken, episode 4 of I Lost, I might throw up the other Sideshow one where I also do well on Sideshow and lose again. And I just want to make the point that it happens a lot to me on this map. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode of I Lost. Well, let me go ahead and get into my commentary here. You know, when you first do a review on something, I did a review on the Havoc DLC probably about, I would say about 3 or 4 days, maybe, well, let's say a week after playing it. You know, I'll go ahead and drop a review. What I think about the new maps, which ones I like, which is my least favorite, yada, yada, yada. Now, I'll put my previous review of the Havoc DLC, I'll put that link in the description below so you guys can check it out. But it just kind of, I always thought this way, right? You know, you get a game or you review something, you know, whether it be a movie or whatever. You know, you get something and you review it in the first week or the first day or the first time that you watch it, and you give your kind of first impressions. I would like to call it first impressions because it's not really a review. It's like a first impressions video, right? And I think that's what I'm going to start calling them. Because if you really do a review on something, you should take the time to play it for a while, or in the case of a movie, watch it a few times to really get an essence of what's going on. There may be something that you missed the first time around, or after playing it for a while and a few times over, you realize what you do like about it and what you don't like about it more in depth, right? So with the Havoc DLC, initially I said Urban was my favorite map of the Havoc DLC, and that could be further from the truth now. Urban is probably my least favorite map of the Havoc DLC. It is the smallest. I don't mind it, but at the same time, it's not my favorite part of this DLC because of, I mean, the favorite map, I should say, because of the spawns. They're awful. You're everywhere, and people spawn behind you. I have people spawn right next to me. You know, with the exo abilities and people getting from one side to the other side in a matter of like 5 seconds, it's just a mess. It's a hot mess most of the times you play it now. So it's definitely not my favorite map on the Havoc DLC, so I'd like to retract that statement. My favorite map is Sideshow, and I know initially I also said that Drift was not one of my favorites because it was really camp heavy. That still stands true today. It is camp heavy if you get the wrong people. However, it's not my least favorite. It's actually one of my favorites now. I think my favorite now would be Sideshow. Second would be Core. Drift coming in a close second, close third to second. You know, I would probably put Core and Drift in the same category. I like them both. And my least favorite being Urban, and most of that just because of the spawns. I mean, there's been games in there too where I'm winning and all of a sudden it just seems like you can't kill anybody, and then you get in this death loop where every time you spawn you just keep getting killed and you get spawned and you get killed, and that happens a lot on that map. So that's probably my least favorite of the Havoc DLC. So there is my updated and final thought about the Havoc DLC, the maps that I liked after playing it for a while. That's a true, honest review right there, I think. I think from now on when I do these, I'm going to give you guys a first impressions, more look at it, and maybe revisit it when the next DLC comes out and give you guys my final thoughts on the previous DLC. I think that's a better way to do it after playing it for a while. So anyway, the Ascendance DLC comes out next week. I'm going to be pushing heavy on that, playing it, recording all the first week of its release. Then I'll give a video out to you guys, the first impressions, what I think about it. I know the Ohm is getting released with it. I've already used it. I'm a season pass holder, so I've used it. I'm not much of a heavy weapons user in the first place, and also too, I'm not much for the laser rifles or the EM1, EPM3, AE4. I just don't really use them that much. I'm more of just a regular, wholesome, old-school bullets guy. So maybe I'll try to get you guys some Ohm, gameplay. We'll see. Either way, I'm definitely going to bring you guys the new maps and the new grapple ability. That should be interesting as you guys watch me right here finally lose the game here. We were up by like 10 kills, man. I really thought we were going to win this game. I don't know why I didn't get this guy right here. I should have picked this guy off. He got me, better shot. And then once you get one of those deaths and you know it's this close of a game, you kind of get that gut feeling, oh boy, they just took the lead. We've been winning the whole game. They're going to win. I'm trying to play a little conservative here because I know these guys are camping, holding long lines of sight, so I'm trying to do the same. I picked this guy off right here to give my team a 74-74 tie, and I'm going to reload real quick. There's one more guy. Oh, I tried to pick him off, and I just couldn't get him in time. And me, Cube, and Eaterlokes lose, and you can see right there, 5 and 22, and whatever that, 2 and 13. You know, hey, it happens, man. The people do exist out there. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for all your views, subscribes, and likes. It's necessary. Appreciate it all, and I'm out.